The lockout is over, and with only a month until opening day, we know there's going to be tons of trades and free agent signings in the next 30 days. Some of these transactions will come as no surprise, but some of them will surprise a lot of us. We don't know what these surprises will be yet, but we know they happen every single offseason, and I, for one, am very excited to see what crazy trades and free agent signings happen the rest of this offseason. This video is 3 trades that will break baseball. Although extremely unlikely, these trades do make enough sense that we might see them happen. And if even one of these trades actually happens, baseball fans will go crazy. At number 3, I have Salvador Perez to the Seattle Mariners. Out of all 3 trades, this one makes the most sense to me. The Mariners catcher right now is Tom Murphy, and, well, let me put it this way. Would you rather have 48 home runs from Salvador Perez or Tom Murphy? No offense to Tom, because he's doing well for himself to even be in the majors, but it's Salvador Perez. In 161 games in 2021, Salvador Perez hit .273 with 48 home runs and 121 RBIs. To lead the league in homers and RBIs is hard on its own, but to do it as a catcher on one of the worst teams in baseball seems almost impossible. But Salvi did it, and at the young age of 31. I think the Mariners would be willing to give what the Royals want in this deal, but I think the only thing holding it back is the Royals. We've seen in the past that the Royals don't like to give up their star players. People have been thinking that Whit Merrifield was going to get traded for years, but that still hasn't happened. If the Royals decide to pull the trigger and get rid of their star catcher, we could definitely see this deal happen, possibly even this offseason. Trade number 2 is Joey Votto to the New York Yankees. There's a lot of things that would have to happen before this trade would even be possible. This would most likely take place near the trade deadline of this season. The Reds would have to be in a place where they think they have no chance at winning this season, and they just need to get rid of some pieces and go semi-rebuild mode, try to build their team around guys like Jonathan India and Tyler Stevenson. For the Yankees, this would only happen if they don't get Matt Olson or Freddie Freeman this offseason, which there's been multiple sources saying they've been pursuing both. We know the Yankees have the money to spend, and if they really do want to go get one of these guys, they probably could. In this scenario, though, let's say the Yankees didn't get either of these guys. Luke Voit is struggling, and they need a first baseman, preferably a left-handed hitter who has some pop, and Joey Votto fits this perfectly. The only thing that might hold this deal back is Joey Votto himself. He has a no-trade clause, and he's expressed in the past that he loves being a Red. But if Votto decides he's okay going to the Bronx, we could see him in pinstripes very soon. The final trade, and definitely the most unlikely trade, is Juan Soto to the Atlanta Braves. If you just heard me say that, you'd probably think I was joking, but hear me out. We know the Nationals gave Soto an extension offer before the lockout, and he declined it. Maybe they give him another one, and if he declines that one too, they may just decide it's time to let him go. They would enter full rebuild mode, but the way Soto's played the past couple of seasons would get them a lot in return. On the Atlanta Braves side of things, we know they need some outfield help. Last year, they traded for Jock Peterson, Eddie Rosario, and Adam Duvall at the trade deadline, and Jock Peterson and Eddie Rosario are free agents. Not to mention World Series MVP Jorge Soler. Acuna will hopefully be back later this season, but at the moment, they need some help in the outfield. So why not go all in and get one of the best players in baseball, in my opinion, one of the top 3. If the Nationals do decide to let one of their best players in team history go, we would see two of the top 5 players in all of baseball in the same outfield. And could you imagine Acuna and Soto in the same outfield for years to come? This video took a lot of time and effort to make, so if you could like the video and maybe even subscribe, that would mean the world to me. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.